In the scorching desert land of Azura, where the sun dipped into the dunes, a majestic phoenix named Ethera ruled the skies. With feathers of radiant gold and eyes of burning embers, Ethera's beauty was matched only by her power. Every 100 years, Ethera would ignite her own funeral pyre, reducing her body to ashes. From those ashes, she would rebirth, renewed and rejuvenated. The people of Azura revered Ethera, believing her cyclical rebirth brought fertility to their lands. However, a dark sorcerer, Malachi, coveted Ethera's power. He sought to exploit her rebirth cycle, harnessing its magic for his own immortality. Malachi snuck into Ethera's sanctuary, stealing a feather from her wing. As Ethera prepared for her next rebirth, Malachi cast a curse. May your flames fuel my eternal life, and your ashes bring me endless strife. Ethera, unaware of the curse, ignited her pyre. But instead of rebirth, she felt an eerie, dark energy consume her. Her ashes scattered, carrying the curse across Azura. Crops withered, rivers dried, and the people suffered. Ethera's spirit, trapped between worlds, realized Malachi's treachery. She guided a young priestess, Elian, to find the sorcerer and break the curse. Elian braved treacherous dunes, facing deadly creatures and treacherous sandstorms. Finally, she confronted Malachi, who revealed the curse's secret. Ethera's feather, now a dark talisman, sustained his immortality. With Elian's courage and Ethera's guidance, they performed a ritual, shattering the curse and destroying the talisman. Ethera's spirit soared, rebirthing in a blaze of glory. As the curse lifted, Azura flourished anew. Ethera's cyclical rebirth resumed, ensuring the land's fertility. The people rejoiced, honoring Elian as a hero and Ethera as their eternal protector. Moral: greed and ambition can lead to destruction, but courage, selflessness, and unity can restore balance and harmony.
In a sunny meadow, Rosie the little rabbit thrived, surrounded by the warmth of her family. Days were filled with laughter and frolicking, where the green grass cradled her tiny paws in a gentle embrace. However, one fateful afternoon, dark clouds loomed on the horizon, signaling the arrival of a fierce storm. With thunder rumbling like a growling beast, the winds howled, and nature unleashed its fury. Amidst the chaos, Rosie's cozy burrow crumbled, scattering her family in separate directions, each seeking refuge from the tempest. But Rosie was not one to yield to despair. Her heart beat fiercely, fueled by the desire to reunite with her loved ones. With determination etched into her tiny features, she embarked on her adventure through the storm. The first challenge loomed before her, a swirling flood that had transformed paths into torrents. Crafting a makeshift raft from fallen branches, Rosie paddled with all her might, navigating the turbulent waters like a seasoned sailor. Each stroke propelled her closer to hope, even as the rain lashed around her in a cold embrace. As she persevered, Rosie encountered a hungry owl with piercing eyes, hungry for a meal. Yet Rosie, quick-witted and agile, outsmarted the predator by dashing in unexpected directions, creating a diversion that sent the owl spiraling away in confusion. Just when triumphant relief washed over her, a treacherous ravine emerged, its steep slopes daunting. But Rosie's nimbleness became her ally, as she leaped across with the grace of a dancer, each movement steeped in bravery. With each challenge met, Rosie felt a stirring within, ignited by the words of Alwyn, the wise old owl she had met earlier. "Courage is not the absence of fear, but the will to act despite it," echoed in her mind. Inspired by this wisdom and the thought of her family, Rosie pressed on, finally discovering a hidden cave, a sanctuary filled with the familiar scents of her family. Yet despair hung over her once more. A massive boulder blocked the entry, preventing access to her loved ones. Undaunted, Rosie refused to be daunted by the obstacle. Her little body, though small, possessed unparalleled tenacity. She maneuvered through a narrow crevice, squeezing past the great stone. Once inside, using her strength and determination, she pushed the boulder until it rolled away. The cave opened, and joyous squeals filled the air as her family reunited, their hearts overflowing with gratitude. Rosie, crowned the brave little rabbit, learned that true courage lies within, proving that even the mightiest challenges can be overcome with heart and determination.
In the heart of Capiz, where the breeze carried whispers of ancient lore, shadows danced under the watchful eyes of the moon. The villagers often spoke in hushed tones of the Aswang, a creature haunting the twilight, embodying their deepest fears and darkest legends. Clad in tales woven from both reverence and dread, the Aswang became synonymous with the night, a chilling presence that shook the very foundations of their tranquility. Once the Aswang had been known as Luna, a healer revered for her compassion and skill. Nestled in a world where hope sparkled like the stars above, Luna's life was woven with kindness, until a fateful love drew her into a tumultuous affair with a Spanish soldier. His promises glimmered like jewels, yet all fell to dust as he abandoned her, leaving nothing but a gaping wound in her heart and the weight of an unborn child. Betrayed, the vibrant healer transformed into a specter of sorrow, her spirit entwined with darkness, setting the stage for her metamorphosis into the Aswang. With despair fueling her transformation, Luna forged an unholy pact, exchanging her soul for eternal life and a thirst for vengeance. The once beautiful healer evolved into a fearsome creature, with grotesque wings and claws that glinted like daggers under the pale moonlight. The townsfolk trembled as they whispered stories of her midnight hunts, where she drank deeply from the veins of the unwary, shadows trailing her every move, leaving behind a trail of fear and despair in her wake. But darkness roused a heart of valor. Juan, a brave spirit unyielding to terror, decided to confront the nightmarish shadow plaguing his people. Armed with a sacred amulet that pulsed with light and a bamboo stake forged by the hands of elders, he tracked the Aswang into the depths of the forest. The pale moon illuminated his path as he ventured into her lair, the air thick with the scent of fear and inevitable fate. Their epic clash unraveled under the silvery gaze of the moon, a dance of light and shadows. The amulet radiated warmth, momentarily piercing the dark veil around the Aswang, her power waning beneath its glow. In a final surge of determination, Juan thrust the bamboo stake into her heart, shattering the darkness that enveloped Luna. As her terrifying form disintegrated, her true beauty returned, free from the curse that had held her captive for so long. With a fragile whisper, Luna instructed Juan of the lurking darkness that refuses to sleep. In that fleeting moment, Luna vanished into the mist, leaving Juan stripped of innocence yet emboldened. Captivated by her haunting warning, he vowed to remain vigilant. The tale of the Aswang did not end with her demise, but morphed into a poignant reminder. Even the darkest hearts can find light through courage and resolve.
In the annals of mythology, few figures resonate as strongly as Hercules, the extraordinary son of Zeus. His story begins where most would tremble, the call to confront 12 seemingly insurmountable labors imposed by King Eurystheus. Each task, fraught with danger and legend, becomes a chapter in a narrative of bravery and resilience. The first labor sets the stage for what is to come, as Hercules encounters the Nemean lion, its skin indestructible. Strangling the beast with sheer strength, Hercules delineates a hero's resolve, proving that even the mightiest can be felled by unwavering courage. With this victory, he embarks on the second labor, where he faces the Lernaean Hydra. Each severed head regenerates, yet with cunning intellect and relentless determination, Hercules cauterizes the wounds, ensuring the monster's demise. His journey is not merely physical, it is a testament to his ingenuity against overwhelming odds. As the story unfolds, Hercules chases the golden Ceryneian hind, a symbol of elusive beauty, catching it not with violence but with finesse. This labor hints at a different aspect of heroism, the ability to capture, not just conquer. Other trials loom as he wrestles the Erymanthian boar. This monumental clash encapsulates raw power, conquering nature itself and bringing back the beast as a trophy. Each labor teaches Hercules about balance, strength, and wisdom. The audacity of Hercules reaches its zenith as he cleans the Augean stables in one day, diverting rivers to rid filth in an emblematic act of environmental mastery. The Stymphalian birds present another shift. Here, he employs ingenuity, utilizing Crotala to frighten the man-eaters before finishing them off. In a world where brute force and intellect coalesce, Hercules captures the Cretan bull, the epitome of wild spirit, and tames it, showcasing that strength is as much about control as it is about might. Hercules' labor continues with feats that blur morality, such as stealing the mares of Diomedes by feeding their master to them. This act reinforces the complex nature of heroism. Sometimes necessity and survival dictate choices. As he retrieves the girdle of Hippolyta, disguising himself to connect rather than clash, it encapsulates the nuances of bravery. Each task culminates in a tribute to the human spirit's ferocity and grace. crowned by his excursion to the underworld to capture Cerberus. His trials impress not just the king, but redefine heroism itself. Hercules emerges not solely as a victor, but as a beacon who inspires generations, solidifying the moral that courage, determination, and compassion can conquer any ordeal.
In the tranquil town of Ravenswood, shadows lingered in the corners of an old world whispering secrets of the past. The infamous Bellwood Mansion, a grand structure with ivy-clad walls and shattered windows, stood at the end of a winding path. Townsfolk spoke in hushed tones about mysterious lights that flickered inside, illuminating the truth concealed within its heart. Lily, a spirited and dauntless teenager, felt an irresistible pull towards the mansion's enigmatic aura. With each step towards its grand entrance, anticipation mixed with apprehension. A figure, the decrepit butler, Mr. Jenkins, greeted her with a gleam of warning in his eye. "Welcome, young one. Be warned, the mansion has a mind of its own." His words hung heavily in the air, weaving an ominous thread into her adventure. As Lily crossed the threshold, the atmosphere thickened, doors creaked open and shut, as if the very walls were alive, inviting her to explore the depths of their secrets. Ghostly whispers echoed, reverberating like lost memories through the lavish corridors, while shadows danced in a tragic ballet across the walls, pulling her deeper into the unknown. In her exploration, Lily stumbled upon a hidden room behind a heavy tapestry. Inside lay a dusty diary, its pages yellowed with time. The musings of Emily Bellwood, the mansion's long-lost inhabitant. "A family curse born from greed and betrayal haunts these halls," she read, shivers crawling down her spine as the atmosphere shifted around her. Charged with centuries of sorrow, driven by an unquenchable thirst for answers, Lily uncovered treasures hidden in plain sight. Behind a grand portrait, glinting jewels flickered in the dark, a remnant of the family's greed. Yet along with riches, she unearthed a heart-wrenching tale, a tragic love story entwined in a web of whispered betrayal. Eternal pain embedded in the mansion's very foundation. As pieces fell into place, the mansion transformed. Whispers faded into silence. Shadows withdrew, surrendering to the light of revelation. Mr. Jenkins re-emerged, a look of gratitude etched on his face. "Well done, young one. You freed the Bellwood spirits," he acknowledged as a wave of relief washed through the mansion. With the curse lifted, Ravenswood bloomed anew, its residents celebrating the dawn of a new era. In her journey, Lily had become a beacon of courage, illuminating the path that once lay shrouded in darkness. The moral rang clear. With bravery and determination, even the heaviest burdens can be lifted from the soul.
Picture a snow-covered village nestled in a valley, where cozy cottages come alive with twinkling lights. Smoke lazily drifts from chimneys, and the laughter of children fills the air as they build snowmen in the sparkling white blanket. The village market buzzes with energy, where people warmly greet each other. Wrapped in colorful scarves, their cheeks rosy from the cold. Enter Lily, a young girl whose curly brown hair peeks out from beneath a snug winter hat. Clad in a vibrant coat, she clutches a sled in one hand and a thermos of hot cocoa in the other. With a burst of excitement, she races down a hill, the frosty wind rushing past her, and then embarks on her determined climb up Pine Hill, each step leaving a small imprint in the soft snow. Reaching the summit, the world transforms as the sun sets, casting a warm glow across the sky. Awe fills Lily's eyes as the Christmas star begins to shimmer, brightly illuminating the tranquil village below. A sense of wonder surrounds her, echoing the laughter and joy that radiate from the celebration below. Families gathered, sharing hugs, singing carols, and exchanging heartfelt gifts. In that moment, under the twinkling star, wonderful memories are forged, emphasizing the essence of togetherness. As the star shines brightly, hope and love spread throughout the village, reminding everyone to embrace the spirit of the season.
In the ancient world of Greece, the realm of gods and mortals intertwined in a tale of temptation and consequence. Zeus, the all-powerful king, crafted a magnificent box with Hephaestus, the ingenious blacksmith. This box radiated a supernatural aura, shimmering with locks and peculiar symbols, concealing untold secrets within its depths. Pandora, the first mortal woman, gifted by Zeus himself, held the box with a mix of reverence and trepidation. The momentous warning echoed in her mind. Do not open the box, for it holds the world's darkest evils. Yet, curiosity, a force as potent as any divine command, began to gnaw at her resolve, igniting a silent rebellion within. One perilous day, when her husband Epimetheus was away, the temptation proved too great. The box creaked open like a dragon's maw, unleashing chaos upon the earth. From the depths emerged greed, a hissing serpent enticing with endless desires, and envy, the green-eyed monster stalking the hearts of men.
Pride flaunted its splendor like a peacock, while wrath descended as a tempest, howling with fury.
Gluttony. The ravenous beast devoured all in its path, and sloth enveloped the land in a suffocating fog, dulling the spirit of mankind. Lust, with its seductive whispers, beckoned souls toward perilous indulgences. The world trembled as darkness seeped into every corner, leaving Pandora in utter despair, desperately trying to recapture the evils that had escaped her grasp. But amidst her chaos, a glimmer remained. Hope, the last treasure left in the box. Its soft light pierced through the darkness, illuminating a way forward. While Epimetheus returned to find his beloved in turmoil, they uncovered an undeniable truth. Together, they could face the aftermath of unwitting folly.